Hey everyone, what is going on, man? Pretty much we all know that there's new iPhones coming out this year, right? There's supposed to be 3 of them. A budget iPhone, the iPhone 10, I guess, regular version, and then the most expensive, the iPhone 10 Plus or something. I don't know what they're going to call it. But I have a theory of mine, and it's not really a theory, but it's kind of like the direction we're heading. I don't really think we're going to have home buttons on iPhones anymore. And the reason being, and there's a lot of them, okay, but the main reasons I could find is that, I feel like it's more expensive to implement something like a touch sensor and adding more bezel around the screen rather than just adding a Face ID sensor. Because if you think about it, this is a whole sensor in here. There's a vibration sensor, there's the fingerprint sensor, there's a lot going on just right here. So it'd make way more sense for Apple just to actually just eliminate all of them altogether, not even put a fingerprint sensor in, which kind of sucks. I kind of wanted one. But in terms of a money sense, I mean, there's no reason to going backwards and adding the bezel on again, rather than just adding the Face ID sensor, just removing the bezel altogether. And another thing, I mean, with the more people who have Face ID sensors, they'll be able to actually just improve the software and Face ID altogether so it can quickly and easily, more accurately track your face and all that stuff. With a fingerprint sensor, it's kind of like once you set it up, you're done. There's really no, learning of algorithms or anything, because you kind of just store, and that's kind of one reason why fingerprint sensors are so good, is because your fingerprint sensors never change or anything. Your face may change, but your fingerprint sensor won't. So, and with them eliminating the home button, it'll actually be able to streamline all of the iPhones pretty much a little bit better, instead of having like some phones with home button, some phones without, and some phones that look different. You'll be able to look at it a little bit better and be like, oh, okay, like this one is a little bit bigger, so that means it's a little bit better, or this or that. Because I feel like it is still kind of confusing whether people want to get a phone without a home button or with a home button, because they're afraid to make that switch. It's kind of the same thing with the headphone jack. People were kind of hesitant, including me, of updating because we didn't want to get rid of the headphone jack. But it's like as soon as you update, you kind of get used to it. So I feel like with them doing that, it'll kind of make people used to not having a home button and a fingerprint sensor. And the thing I want to end off is probably the worst way to end off. I probably should have put this in the beginning, but with all those leaks coming out, right, it kind of leads me into the direction of saying there's probably going to be no home button, because all those renders, all of them show, a bezel-less display. I mean, without the notch, the notch is on there, but it pretty much just shows, no home button on them. And it's kind of important to note, I mean, you can't really trust them, it's nothing really you should, write a novel about or anything or put it in a history book, but it's definitely interesting to see that, there's a reason people are not putting home buttons on it. And with those 3 iPhones coming out, I feel like none of them are going to have home buttons, and the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus are pretty much the last iPhones we're going to see with the home button. But I do feel like the iPads are going to go 1 or 2 more generations with home buttons, unless they're just going to release a new iPad this year, and then the budget iPad, they're going to keep the home button on them. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm pretty sure this is the end of the home button era. It was a fun ride, we've had them for so long, but I feel like I'm ready for the change. I'll probably update to the iPhone 10 here soon. I'm still rocking the 7 Plus, but yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. If you have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. We're still doing the iPhone SE and iPhone 6s giveaway. In order to enter, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All those links will be down in the description, as well as a video explaining more about the giveaway. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.